digest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to THFC Till We Die, home of Tottenham past present, and an exciting future under the clock, and one deserving as he leads us to glory, leaves us to safety, and yes, it is still in our hands as we go for the most important weekend in Tottenham history. The game on Sunday for West Ham against Newcastle, and our game against away Chelsea on Tuesday have been. Oh, is there an echo? All right, why am I echoing? See, this is when I need help. I'm not good with tech stuff. When God was giving out brain for tech, I wasn't doing great. Why am I still echoing? Just let me know if I am or not. I don't know why I am. Very funny. I'm not doing well, am I? I am really having a mare. I am having an absolute mare. Anyway, shall I start again? And hopefully this is better quality. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to THFC Till We Die, home of Tottenham past, present, and an exciting future on the Robert De Zerbi as he leads us to safety. And yes, as I was trying to say, and hopefully now I'm coming across clear and no echoey, and I'm not muted. It is the biggest, I think, weekend for Tottenham Hotspur in years in the Premier League history. I think you can go back to 93, 94 when we had to go to Oldham to get a win to really stay up. Give up, start again, and on the plus, no echo. It was the most yeah, probably have. It's the most sense I've spoken all season, I think. to be fair. Oh, Jesus me. I don't speak sense quite a lot, but never mind. Anyway, oh, I'm glad there's no echo. But big up anyway, guys. Thank you so much. I do feel it's the biggest weekend in Tottenham's history, in our Premier League history. I really do. Um, it's going to be. I feel it's going to be a nervy weekend on Sunday and Monday, and then Tuesday is going to be. I think the nerves are going to ratchet up, doesn't it? It all depends what West Ham and Newcastle do. And look, I'm not expecting any team. I keep saying it, and I will keep saying it. No team's going to roll over for another team unless you're they've got an agenda against that club. No team's going to roll over for no one. Leeds ain't going to roll over for West Ham. Newcastle ain't going to roll over for when they play West Ham, and Leeds not going to roll over when they play West Ham at the end of the season. Chelsea are not going to roll over for us, nor is Everton going to roll over for us. And if you do have that narrative, then that's your opinion. I fully accept that is your opinion, but it's an opinion I do not agree with. Also, I don't agree with the opinion that us being relegated is the best thing to happen because we would then get change from the top, but that ain't going to happen either. I mean, look, as I said the other day, I've been a fan for 45 years next year, and all I want is Tottenham to remain in the Premier League and go into the summer, rebuild the squad under De Zerbi, and go for it again next year. It's been a hell of a season. It's been one hell of a bad seasons. But look, we're all going to get them seasons. I'm sure Colin, who's a massive United fan, would tell you the turbulent years he went through last season with United. But he's like me. You just don't give up. You don't give up as a fan. You don't give up as you don't give up on Tottenham. You don't give up on the club you support. And it's easy. I think it's easier to give up than it is to fight. I do. I do think it's easy to give up, and everyone has their own, coping mechanisms with it. And mine is to fight. Mine is to not give in. Not mine's not to give up. Keep fighting. Keep moving forward. As Rocky says, that is how winning is done. And I suppose it goes. I suppose you can take how you support your football club into your life as well. And I suppose that's sort of the moral sort of question for us all. And that's sort of the little bit we can take out of it about not giving up. And I think we've all got to not give up. We've all got to keep fighting because if you stop fighting and you give up, then what's the point in living? You're always going to fight. And I think these players have to realize that they're not just fighting for themselves, they're fighting for us, they're fighting for the future of us, and they're fighting for we get this. They can move on at the end of the season, they can go on to another club. We can't. So I think it's a massive weekend. A bit more of that at the end of the show because I do have a little bit of a graphic and how it will what Tottenham have to do to stay up, what West Ham have to do to stay up, and it is really interesting. We got a little bit on Daniel Levy as well when he picked up his CBE the other day and what he said about Tottenham. We got a little bit also in the news surrounding Spurs on Christian Romero, Decky, Mikey Moore, what he said in his interview to the Rangers newspaper up in Scotland, and also a little bit on the run-in between Tottenham and West Ham. Right. To start that now, I have a lot of breaking news for you, which we will be coming into. Um, we will pick. We're doing a transfer show on Sunday, by the way, guys. So yeah. So thank you. Right. So what I'm going to do with it, I'm going to run you through what we've gone and what we do. We'll go more in depth with it on Sunday. Me and Billy are going to um, talk more about transfers on Sunday. So let's crack in with it. Let's welcome a few people in as well. And one thing I do want to do is welcome in. Let me see, can I bring it up? Yeah, I can. Brilliant. Let me welcome him because I decided to give you guys a little bit of a treat. So I've treated, I've picked two, gifted five THFC Till We Die memberships to the people. So they're out to you. So the first five go to Nick Fradley, Rohin, Shankly, Woodsy Hotspur, and DJ Samuel. And then the other five that I've gifted have gone to Vinny Bro, M- um, Mouse are scoring. Daz Vindaloo gets one. Big up to Vindaloo and Daz get one. Hayden 400. So big up to you guys. That's just a little bit from me to you for all the support you show me this year and following me on shows and supporting me, getting your comments in and everything like that. It's really appreciated. Big up to Carl Simpson, who's been with me since the start. Carl's been with me since the very beginning, back in the old days. But big up Carl says it's in our hands, and West Ham will lose to Newcastle. I agree with that. We will get results Stamford Bridge, which we rarely do, and really get another London Cup job done. Exactly. Yeah, big up to Colin as well. And I want a big shout out to this man as well, by the way. He does have his own business. So going across the screen tells you all about O'Connor's business, O'Connor Designs. He does a lot of tech work for me and the intros and the outros and everything on this channel. I could not cope without him, technical wise and on thumbnails and how to design them. He's taught me a lot. As I always say to him, he's like Master Yoda, and I'm young Skywalker. He's the Master Jedi, and I'm the one that's learned to become a Jedi. But yeah, big up to Connor's designs, by the way. It goes across the bottom. And if you do use them, the email is there. And if you do use them, there is a promo code called THFCTID26, and you will get 10% off your first order. So please do that. It helps us, but it also helps him as well. And I'm so proud as well that he's becoming our channel sponsor as well for this season, for the World Cup, and the next season as well, and for match day stuff and everything. So a lot of new stuff coming up, new designs, new graphics, new everything during the summer. We're going to really upgrade the channel as we march to 3K. And I've already set myself out a 10-year plan to be at, I want to be at 100K by the time, this time in 10 years. That's where I want to be, and I'm determined to get there. So yeah, big up the column, and also do get over to the Manchester United agenda. A big friend of this channel. Absolutely love the lads over there, and do the Friday mix over there with Mr. B and Tony the Gooner and all that. But get over there, the United agenda. But big up Colin. But firstly, link them up down the bottom. Please do. It's well worth it. Believe me, he is well worth it. Yeah, very funny. Very funny. Yes, give up and start again on the plus side. No echo, and it's the most sense you have spoken. Yeah, absolutely. Big up the frog on the wall. What are we doing my weekend? It is the weekend of reckoning. It is. It is. It is the 48 hours, or is it 72 hours between when you play Newcastle and we play Chelsea? It's going to be one hell of a weekend. It really is. Big up to Rhino. Big up to Mr. Bagpipes himself. Big up Mr. Bagpipes. He says, big up Dermo. You always talk sense, even if I don't agree with you most time. Well, thank you so much, Ryan. Ryan, really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Look, beat Chelsea and relegate West Ham. Good weekend. That's it. Exactly. Got to do it ourselves. Exactly. Do you agree with my opinion or what I think? I'm not going to big myself up. I am who I am. I make absolute cangers. I put my foot into stuff. I say things I shouldn't say. But I really appreciate the kind words. I really do. I don't think I talk sense, but I really appreciate it, Ryan. Thank you so much. You're really nice of you, bud. I was sports, but yeah, so would I, Carl. I still do this channel. If we were a non-league, I would still run this channel. Still do the same thing. Yeah, I'm with I'm with Tottenham till I die. Um, be back in a bit. Okay, Carly. I was it. Hammer up. Look, I gotta say, right? I've got to say, where is Frog? Where is he, Frog? I gotta say, you, Tony, the lads over on Tony's channel, you've always been really nice to me. And very welcomed me with open arms when I've gone onto your channel. I've got nothing but respect, and I did send Tony. Tony is back on the show on Sunday, by the way. Um, I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but we would get Tony on for a instant reaction. But yeah, you've always made me welcome. I did send to Tony, made the best team win. He sent it back to me. And look, wherever happens, you know, I like Tony. There's only a few West Ham fans I like, and you're one of them, Frog, and Tony as well. So big up to you guys. Big up to you. I'm pretty sorry if you're really and your football club and the way you're being run. Like Tottenham, like Manchester United, like Liverpool, they're institutions to football, British football. And there's rivalry and there's banter, of course there is. But I don't like seeing the football club being run the way we've been run and the way West Ham are being run. And the sooner you fans, the West Ham fans, can get your club back, and the sooner we can get our club back, and the sooner Manchester United can get their club back, I think the better it is for British football than it is at the moment. Big up to you. Harry Kane. What's Harry Kane doing? Is Harry Kane coming back to Tottenham? Are you trying to tell me something? Is Harry Kane watching? Hi, Harry. Hello, Mr. Kane. Thank you for what you did for Tottenham. Yeah, you can come back. We will welcome you in the Championship. Thank you very much. Come back. Come back. Yeah. So, wait, what were you trying to say, Colin? Is Harry Kane watching? What are you trying to say, bud? And here's another fella as well. I know I've given a bit of a plug, but yeah, another channel that's really welcomed us and really done, really welcome me with open arms and have good banter. And yeah, I think if you look at Tottenham, Man United, West Ham, Liverpool, Arsenal, well, not really Arsenal. Sorry, Vindala. We're institutions of British football, and I think it's sad to see where our clubs are at the moment and our owners who don't care. And gone are the years when owners cared. Gone are the years where I think owners were one of us. And look, I hate to admit it. Look, Manchester United, Liverpool are probably one of the biggest clubs in the world. Are the biggest clubs in the world. And to see their decline under the Glazers is, for a Man United fan, I say it's heart wrenching. For a football fan, it's unbelievable that people like the Glazers, people like Abramovich, people like West Ham owners, and then ENIC as well, in that same breath, can come in and ruin football institutions. You look at the Glazers, what they've done to Old Trafford. Old Trafford's fallen to pieces. And yeah, we all joke about the fountain and the rivers and all that. We all banter about that. But if you look at it from a football purist point of view, if you like me, an historian, a football historian that who eats up football history, you do look at these clubs in past years gone by, and they were massive, and they've you know we have our own rich history. Manchester United has theirs, Liverpool has theirs, Leeds United have theirs, West Ham have theirs. We may not have been successful on the pitch side to say the likes of Manchester United or Liverpool, but you've got to admire their history. You've got to tip your hat off to what they've done in the past. And these owners that have come in and they've ruined the history, they've ruined the legacy of these football clubs to the point where they become cash cows. And that's what they've become. They've become major cash cows for these owners that don't care. They don't care about the history. They don't care about the legacy these clubs left for generations that have gone before us. And sometimes you do feel, and I understand from young Tottenham fans' point of view, especially that have only known ENIC. Colin, I think, was around for the bit of the Fergie years, and he grew up probably as a kid thinking, "Great, this is what Man United are all about." Oh, this is what Tottenham's all about. Oh, this I grew up in the 80s and great, this is great. We're winning something every year here. You do go through lean periods. I always say football goes in cycles. But these owners don't care. These owners do not care about the institution that former owners or managers have left for us fans. And I think football itself has to wake up massively to the influx of these owners that think they can come in, take over these football clubs and take over the institution of these football clubs and ruin them and run them into the ground and run them into millions and millions and millions of pounds of debt to the point where some of these clubs won't survive. we know from last season, for what I was being told by people, that Manchester United were really struggling financially. Whoever would thought Man United being the richest club in the world, struggling financially, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Tottenham, we're 800 something billion or 900 billion in debt. So that for me, yeah, and Levy did structure it in a way that it made sense to us and financially it's better for us. But still, we're in this massive debt. What happens if there was a massive crash in the economy? How would clubs like Man United, Liverpool, top Premier League clubs, how would they survive? How would the smaller clubs survive? So with it, for me, I think football has to really look at itself going forward and don't allow these owners in anymore that can come in and just rack up debt and let the club leverage the club for money. That's what the Glazers did with United. They used the Man United name to buy the club. It's like, well, okay, we're going to mortgage the name of Manchester United Football Club. It's disgusting what they've done, and the Enoch done the same. Man United done the same. There's a lot of clubs. Look at Abramovich and Chelsea, how much, and the Blue Co now, how much they're ruining their club. We're going to come to a point where I think football fans will have to take it upon themselves to fight for their clubs again and get our clubs back. It's coming. It is coming. Believe me, it's coming. Um, Column. Oh, here we go. Big up. Harry Kane is still open to Premier League return at some stage, mainly due to his ambition to break and achieve his all-time record. Yeah, he's coming back to Tottenham. He'll be back at Spurs. He'll be wearing the Spurs shirt one day. You're supposed. Sorry, I forgot. I had a mayor yesterday, Ryan. I'm sorry, but I will call you over the weekend, buddy. Big up to all cause in Langer. Totally agree. Column, I am now sad because I it's not going to be United. At least one of the best derbies could happen next season. The West Ham draw or lose. Yeah, Millwall, West Ham. That should be fun, Boris. Should be fun. Yeah, started watching 97 arrived. Yeah, that's the point, isn't it, Colin? I started watching Tottenham in the early 80s when we were a really good side. I do know, and you know me, I love my football history. I love diving into history of football and especially Tottenham history. But when you do look at the history of other clubs around us, these owners have come in and ruined that massively. Lewis, big up to Lewis. I'm rattling all the Chelsea fans with jump bedroom music. That is so funny, Lewis. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Many, many, many many OL clubs don't understand what a backbone of football is back community. Yeah, exactly. Frog in the Wall. Absolutely. Premier League, yeah. And big up to Jess. Thank you so much. Big up Silver Fox. Thank you. Somebody in her chat's given me that nickname, actually, Silver Fox. Oh dear. Thank you so much, though. Thank you for the €5 super chat. I really appreciate it. And if you do want to be like Jess, do pick up your memberships. Do pick up sending those super chat. If you want to ask me a question about anything I'm talking about today, about any of the update news I'm bringing you, also about the latest transfer news as well. Now, I may do a pre-record video and put it out tomorrow evening about this. There's a lot of news here. So let me go through the chat. I will get on to the news that's just been given to me by my reliable source. Just behave yourself. By my reliable football insider, I'm going to call him. There you go. I've got a new name for him now. The Football Insider. That's what I'm going to nickname him now. And then he's going to give me all the ins and out. It is all about money, Rodney. I mean, Jess, you look at Leeds as well. Just don't know how much you caught or what I was saying, but Leeds have a rich history. And these owners that come in do not care about our history. They don't. It is all about money. But thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Really, really do. Thank you so, so much. Right. Let's crack on with it, guys. Right. So the information from my Football Insider has just dropped on my WhatsApp. I love it when he does this. He really does it. He waits till I go live and then he drops it, goes bang, straight in the box. Right. Tottenham. These are the ins now for Tottenham for the summer. Oh, and also Jess has gifted one membership as well. So let me see who that's gone to. Thank you so much. And that has gone to Who's that gone to? Hang on, let me take that off. Let me go down there. That has gone to Frog on the Wall. Frog, you've gifted a membership. And she's not only done one, she's done it again. And also, Column has been gifted a membership. So a Leeds fan has gifted a Man United fan a membership. Column, do thank the Leeds fan for your membership. See, Leeds fans gifting a Man United fan and a West Ham fan memberships. Do you know, we bring the family together on this channel. We bring everything, bring everyone together on here. Don't care if you're Man United, West Ham, or whatever. We bring everyone in together in this channel. So please, Frog on the Wall and Colin, please thank Jess for a lovely generosity. Thank you so much, Jess. I can't thank you enough. You're really, really too kind. Thank you so, so much indeed. So guys, do please drop her a like and thank her because it's very kind of her to do that. Right. In Tottenham are active looking at a new goalkeeper this summer. The names like James Trafford and Robin Ressa are being internally talked about. Paulinho is a player Spurs have discussed internally regarding a possible permanent move depending on league status and the budget. Clarity, Kevin Scheider remains a serious attacking target as Spurs secure Premier League survival. Brentford expect to demand around 45 million. Jonathan David, person who we've been linked with more than once last summer and January as well. Jonathan David still admired at Spurs. So did I actually, to be fair, Colin. Jonathan David is still among Spurs for more consistent goal scoring options heading into next season. Defensive reinforcements are expected regardless of division status, with recruitment plans already prepared for both Premier League and Championship scenarios. Actually, I tell you what I should have done. Where is it? Where is it? I've got this little thing now. There we go. There we go. Thank you, StreamYard, for giving me that. Also, Luka Vacevic is expected to return and be integrated into the first team squad next season, despite interest from Bayern Munich and other European clubs. Now, the outgoings, we are going to get more into this on Sunday, by the way. Christian Romero remains one of the most likely high-profile departures. The Spurs receive a major offer this summer. Pedro Porro continues to attract interest and could be sacrificed. The Spurs need to balance finances. Mickey van der Ven admirers across Europe. Liverpool links continuing in the background. Spurs are expected to listen to offers for several squad players as part of a major rebuild after a disastrous campaign. And Mikey Moore could head back out on loan if Spurs survives, with Rangers still interested. And I think we should start there with our Tottenham update on let me take that off, on Mikey Moore. And let me know, guys, what you think. I had a bit of a play around with how I used to do this. I had a bit of a play around. So let me know what you think. Now, also, Jess has gifted another membership, and that has gone to Boris. Boris has also received the membership as well. So, Boris, big up to say thank you to Jess. Big up to you, Jess. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so, so much. You're very kind. Thank you. For me now, he said it's hard because the same as for me last year, new manager, and that was Thomas Frank. I was in at Tottenham. I had to go back in and see what he was saying about me, and then I see what everyone was doing. To be honest, I think it would be the same sort of process. He says, as reported by the Rangers Review, there is a new manager at Spurs at the minute, and obviously I am a Spurs player, so we have to wait and see what he says about me and what he wants me to do, what the people around me want me to do. I think that's all I can say at the moment. I'm going back there and see what new people say in the building from there, and I'll make a decision. He does go on to say, no matter what happens now, the club's been a huge part of what I'm going to become. It's helped me so much. So for me, no matter what happens, I'm a fan of this club for the rest of my life now. So it's been a special experience, he said. I think mentally, I've just changed so much as a person. The way I looked at the way I look at stuff now, I think I've realized that every day means something. So before, maybe I'd have days where I was a bit switched off. I'll come into training, I'm kind of not on it as much as I needed to be. And to be fair, I understand what he's saying. He's questioning. He's questioning Tottenham's mentality. He's questioning the club's mentality. He's questioning, what is the club going to do? What is De Zerbi going to use me? Is De Zerbi going to use me, and I think he should. I think he shouldn't go back on loan. I know the information I've just got from my Footballer Insider that he might be put out on loan. I think he should, and I think Tottenham need to use him. I think Tottenham need to integrate him into the first team. If you can do the same with Batovic, then I think you should do the same with Mikey Moore. He's put in some impressive performances up at Rangers this year, and I think he's impressed a hell of a lot of people. He did go on to say in the same article that the Scottish League is hard mentally and physically, so a lot of people he shouldn't rarely down the league. And I know it all comes to a head tomorrow between Hearts and Celtic and Hearts at Parkhead for the title. And look, as much as I'm a Celtic fan, I would love Celtic to win. At least I'm guaranteed the trophy every year. If Tottenham don't do it, I know Celtic are going to provide me with some satisfaction. But I think for the Scottish League as a whole, for Scottish football, I think it'd be better to see another team win it. And the funny thing about it as well, it's been 40 odd years since any team bar Celtic and Rangers won the Scottish League. There's a lot of people in my chat weren't even alive the last time Aberdeen won it. I think I was 9. I think 9, 8, 5. No, I was 8 the last time a non-league, a Scottish team bar Celtic and Rangers won the Scottish League. There's a lot of people in my chat weren't even alive back then. But I understand if people don't rate the SPR. I do get it. I do get it. But I think it's been a great proven ground for Mikey Moore this year. He's played absolutely fantastic up there. And look, I think he should be used next season. For definitely he should be kept. Before we do get on, there was a little thing also on the same article was about James Maddison and what he had to say about the penalty that wasn't given on Monday. Look, personally, I don't think it was a penalty. I think the defender just got attached on the ball, and I think we should just get on with it now. It wasn't given. Stop moaning about it and get on with it. Tell give away his penalty. He done something stupid in the box. Rightly so, a penalty was awarded. And again, VAR has been called into question. And we saw it the other night with Motherwell and Celtic, the decision that was taken there yesterday on the other night. But that penalty decision, VAR is influencing the referee, I think, to their decision making. For me, VAR should be just used for goal line technology and offsides. That's it. If a referee makes a decision with on the pitch, it should be the referee's decision on the pitch. But as for come Monday, I think James Maddison needs to get over it. It wasn't given and just concentrate on Chelsea. But he does say referee's call of no penalty. This is what he wrote next. The top bit is what the Premier League Match Centre said. So the referee called no penalty to Tottenham Hotspur was checked and confirmed by VAR, with it deemed that Nanamichi played the ball. He did play the ball because you can see the ball going in a different direction. He may have just got a tap on it, but it just went into a different direction. So we just need to get on with it now. But James Maddison said he was infuriated by the swift review. The midfielder took to Instagram on Tuesday evening strongly to dispute the official explanation. He insisted that the defender did not play the ball. He did, James. So just get on with it, mate. The officiating standards have dropped, Maddison wrote. For clarity, the small, tiny touch on the ball to change the direction came from the inside of my right foot, not Nememenche's. And I told the ref that, but the check was over in about 20 seconds. Officials are petrified to make decisions on the pitch now because of VAR, and we keep biting coins. And look, I get it what he's saying. I get he's annoyed, right? I do get he's annoyed. I get he's frustrated. I get he's whatever it is. But I'm sorry, it wasn't a penalty. It came off the Leeds defender. It went out for a corner, and he needs to get on with it. Well, I will agree with him that VAR has been very influences referees from where they make their decision. And we saw it on the Sunday against Arsenal, against West Ham, how long it took. And it does take forever for VAR to make a decision. Does it need to change? Yes, it does need to change. It needs to change for the better. But I think VAR now is getting too involved where it was a sifting to bring in to help referees. They're now refereeing the game. That's what they're doing. They're refereeing the game from Stockley Park. So the referee now becomes a mouthpiece for VAR. And we heard the audio from VAR to the referee on Sunday against the West Ham game. And we can see VAR was sort of leading the referee in a way to take that goal away from West Ham. And I'd love no frog in the walls viewing it. And I get it. VAR have many angles. We don't get that. If you're at the game, you get one look at it. That's it. And I think also there has to be better they should be put up on the screen so everyone can see why VAR has come to that decision. If I could scrap VAR tomorrow, I would. I'll just keep it in for offsides and goal line technology. That's it. No, nothing more, nothing less. I think, and Ange said it last season that he thought that VAR were refereeing games, and he's right. I still stand by it wasn't a penalty. I still stand by if you get a touch on the ball, then it wasn't a penalty. But we've seen them given and we've seen them not given. Is VAR allegedly corruptible? Yes, it can be. It can be. You could lead to that assumption that VAR or some officials have some loyalty to some teams to other. We know referees have referee games while there's rightly or wrongly they used to, where they used to support other teams allegedly. And as I said before, you could stick 5 or 10 Tottenham fans on watching that same thing, and I would guarantee you, none of them will probably say the same thing. So for me, it wasn't a penalty. Like Ryan says here, and this is the point I'm trying to make, Dermo, it was a penalty, in my opinion. I get that. I honestly get that. And if you see it, look, we see it firstly. My first reaction when I first saw it doing the watch along was penalty, penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. But when you look, I have the luxury, I suppose, like some of us do, of watching replays and replays and replays on the television. And you're looking at thinking, maybe. And then you understand, okay, he did get touching the ball. Then if he got touching the ball, then it's not a penalty. Simple as that. Now I can understand the frustration from James Madison. Really can. But we just need to leave it there. It's done with. Get on with it. Instead of putting something up on Instagram about it, you can't do nothing. Yeah, I agree with that, Ryan. Ryan, I honestly do. I agree with that, and I know we all want West Ham to go down, but I understand that, and I think that's a rarely. I say Ryan, right? I think it's a rarely that opinion there, Ryan. I think is really mature and really sensible of you. I really do, man. I really do, and I hope you take that the way it's meant. I think it's a mature way of looking at it that you can you can look at a game and say, do you know what? I disagree with that decision. And I think fair play to you though. Fred, I think it's a really mature and a really sensible way of looking at it, Ryan. And please take it the way it's meant, bud. Please take it the way it's meant. I don't know what you guys think in the chat. But for me, I think VAR has to go. I think VAR should be disbanded and just left for offside. And it's not just Tottenham who've been roughly done by VAR. I'm sure Column can come in with Man United decisions, or other fans can come in with their decision against their club. I think VAR is a very corruptible system. It can be led to corrupt, and I wouldn't be surprised in 20 or 30 or 40 years time we get something will come out, and that a game that we thought was a bit of match fixing. I'm telling you, it's going to come out. It will come out. So big up to my football insider though. We have a lot of information there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that into a separate stream. But yeah, so just very quick people coming in, it just dropped on my inbox as soon as I went live actually. So Trafford and Robin Rezo for goalkeeper. Palunia has been discussed internally. Kevin Sheeder, it remains a serious attacking target at Spurs, around 45 million from Brentford. I don't think that'd be a bad buy actually. Um, We've got Jonathan David being linked again. Defensive reinforcements. Luka Vacevic is expected to return and be integrated into the first team squad next season. I know a lot of people will be happy about that, including myself. Outgoings Christian Romero remains one of the most high profile departures. Porro as well. Mickey van der Ven has admirers across Europe. Though Mickey has come out and said, if we stay up, I want to stay at Tottenham and sign a new contract because I really like Robert De Zerbi. But there is admirers across Europe, and Liverpool are chasing him as well. Spurs are expected to listen to offers for several squad players as part of a major rebuild after a disastrous campaign. And of course, we did touch on Mikey Moore could head out back on loan. I don't think that, personally, I don't think that'd be a right thing. I think we need to keep Mikey Moore within the squad, keep him within the first team, and start using him. He's got his year's experience now as a first team player playing for Rangers. Let's use that and let him learn and get used to the Premier League. Big up to Niall as well. So big up to Jess. Very funny. Drula, big up to you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I agree with you, Drula. It won't go, unfortunately. I totally agree. It won't go. It's here to stay. But I think they can. What's the saying? If the you can't put a horse in if the stable's bolted open, or something along them lines. Um, but that is it. Big up Rhino says VAR is corrupt and definitely is IJ. Yeah, do you know what, Rhino? Be careful how we say it, but allegedly, I think it can be, it could, I think it's a corruptible system that could lead to match fixing, allegedly. Lead. I don't think I'm sure the safeguards put in place, but there has been some questionable decisions over the last many years. VAR have been. Maybe in the summer we might actually look at that. Maybe in the summer we were looking to the into decision making of VAR, and we've seen it more in the World Cup as well, Ryan, where they're going to do goal kicks and throw-ins and corners. They're going to use VAR for a lot. Basically, VAR is going to be games are going to be refereed by computer, by AI. And the referee's just going to be there as the. You might as well just put a model out there, just him or her, just to run across the pitch. Big up to Nine. He says, I think Trafford is on par with Kinski, same age, both number two. So if you get one, you lose the other. I don't think so, Nine. I think if you bring in Trafford, you say to him, right, you're both fight out to be number one. Personally, I think that's what I want to see. But look, we have to wait and see, won't we? VAR is only good. It's good only when used correctly. Exactly. And they don't use it correctly. Nile, you know as well as I do. VAR is used in the other sports like rugby, Formula One, cricket, whatever system how they use it, it's run correctly. In football, it cannot be used correctly because the game's so fast. So VAR cannot catch up with it. And also they have people in there running it that only see it through the eyes of a referee. They need an ex-player in there can give advice as well, thinking, well, do you know what? From a player's point of view, this is what I think needs to happen. So I do feel there has to be a different way of running it. But look, that's just my opinion. And big up to Richie, even being confirmed today, Everton should have had a pen when Silva found Royal Premier League corruptors. But yeah, I agree too. Yeah, I agree with that. And I did see that, Richie, as well, Bud. And it must be really infuriating for you as an Everton fan to think, Jesus, if we got a pen, that could have changed the result for us or made our win bigger or gained us a point or gained us 3 points. It's really infuriating. It really is. Big up Drew. It's not VAR, it's the officials that are using it. Yeah, that's the point I'm making. This the if you look at the offside that's run by AI, there's no problems with that because you know they're offside because they're put up on the screen and you can see somebody's fingernail is over the line. That's run properly. But when you leave it to human beings, there's going to be a tide of corruptible or a tide of human that we're not going to do it. How can you make a decision I'm not using the penalty on Monday, by the way, but in any decision during the season, how can you make a decision within 20 seconds of it is or it isn't a free kick or a sending off or whatever? How can you make that split second decision? I agree VAR takes long. I think there should be a 1 minute or a half, 1.5 minute timeline on it, time limit on it. But also the way they lead these officials to change their minds, you can see them. You can see them going over to the monster, talking to them. This is what we think. This is what we want you to do. And you're right, Lewis. A fusion photo or anything slowed down looks worse than what it is in real time. I'm still stand by. It wasn't a penalty to James Madison on Monday. I'm still convinced that the Leeds player did get a touch on the ball, and for the for the replays I've seen of it, he did just slightly get a touch on it. But it's open to interpretation, isn't it? It is open to interpretation. It's open to one referee might give it 1 week or another referee gives it another week. And if we did get relegated, we probably will look back at that game thinking, maybe. But look, for me, I think the referee makes a decision on the pitch. It's final. VAR is there to advise him, not lead him to change his mind. And this is where I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Big up to Richie Frog on the Wall. Yeah, it does. Drula says, sorry, Drula, I'll bring that up again. That's dodgy as well as you conducted that too. Exactly. Um, Everton were winning 3-2. Well, there you go. An extra goal for you. What does that do for your goal difference? Does it give you a better goal difference? Do you know? I get it, Richie. I get it. It's there's times I'm sure every fan up and down the Premier League can point to a point in the season where VAR has fucked them over. Maybe even a 30-second look or 20-second. If it takes longer, then it's not clear and obvious. Stick it to your own position. They can't figure it out. No, I probably agree with that. Actually, to be fair, bloody hell, dude, I couldn't read your comments clearly without struggling. No, it's not that. It's a different Nile, Drula. It's a different Nile. I think it is. Is it? Yeah, it's a different Nile. I think. I think. I think. I don't know. No, I think it's a different Nile. It's a different one. Um, Big up Dermo, but Dermo, the ball did not move. It did move, and it did. I seen it. See, Rhino, this is where I love it. Right, this is football and its opinions. Right, you and me see the same thing, and that's the point I always make. You can stick 10 Tottenham fans watching the same game. Not each one of us are going to come up with the same look at it the same way. But it did move. You watch it, right? You watch it. It does move slightly. He does get a foot to it. It's a fine tackle, but maybe not. Is it the same? No, I think it's a different Nile. Yeah, big up Iceman. How you doing? Big up Dermot. Big up. Yeah, yeah. I was confused as well, Drula, to be fair. I did think to myself, you're speaking sense. Yeah. Big up. There's another Nile that comes in, Nile, and yeah, let's just say his comments are a bit. You would have to go to college or university, get a degree in cyber checking some of these comments. Yeah, it's some of his comments are seen to be believed. We need to go to university, yeah, to try to work that out. It's a bit like spycraft. No, it's not you, bud. It is not you. It's not you. You're not being accused of anything, buddy. You're not being accused of anything. I did not see it move. I did, but look, it is what it is. We can't change it now, Ryan. We just got to concentrate and beat Chelsea on Tuesday. It's all we can do. If it takes over 10 seconds to make a decision, then it's not clear. Right, Iceman, spot on. Why didn't no Celtic player go to referee? See, that was the other bit as well. On the game Celtic. Look, I'm a Celtic fan, so I'm slightly biased about this, right? And I'm embarrassed as well by it that it wasn't a penalty. How the hell they gave it as well? I just still do not know. I still think, yeah, exactly. You're not being accused of anything. If somebody else comes in, it's called Niall as well. And let's just say his comments, as I said, are a little bit baffling. So now we realise we've got two Niles. We know it's not you. So you're fine, brother. You're fine. VAR and the World Cup is so much better. We'll see that. Right. Also, very quickly, so I want to come off soon because I've got stuff done for him live at 7 on Jets following a game which I forgot I'm following, but I know I'm on there at 7. Um, Daniel Levy was talked to yesterday or the other day when he picked up his CBE. Yes, for his services to annoy Tottenham fans for 25 years and having the best bald head in Premier League football. You have to say, his bald head is absolutely brilliant. No other ex-chairman can carry a bald head like Daniel Levy can. He looks like a Bond villain. All you want to give him is a white pussycat and give him a chair and let him stroke it. He's like both. What's his name? Bofield. Anyway, he was like Bofield's twin brother separated at birth. So that's why he got a CBE for giving off the best bald head in the Premier League for 25 years. Big up to you. Um, big up to you, Daniel. You know, are you making a big spectre of things lately? You get it, spectre? Get it? Never mind. Anyway, he did say a couple of these things. Never, no, not even that. Did he ever see Tottenham fighting relegation? Never, no, not in a million years. I could never envisage this at the beginning of the season. Obviously, incredible, disappointing, but let's look forward. Very much hope the next season we're still in the Premier League. I'm feeling the pain, but I'm optimistic that we will get through it. It's been a very, very difficult watching it, but Spurs is in my blood, and hopefully we will be okay in the end. Um, yeah, big up to you, Blofeld there, sitting there looking kind of menacing in that picture. Um, I will ask, would we be in this position if Daniel Levy was in charge? That is the question. I might do a show in that during the summer. Might do. I'll big up Lewis, get him a cat and let him stroke it. I think it's time he to leave. Big up to you. Oh dear. Jerula's all good. Oh yeah. I've got 3 cats if he wants one. Yeah, what one you giving him? What one you giving him? Uh we've got back. Big up to you, Jez. Andrew said, no, so we have another guy that comes in chat. You cannot make sense of his comments from his spelling. My bad. I thought it was Drew, I tell you one thing, you would have to go to spy school with that fella. Seriously. Um, yeah, he would, actually, Pagey. Yeah, he would. He'd make it very good. Actually, yeah, seeing about Professor Xavier. Yeah, I can see the difference. Yeah, I can see it. Good evening, Dermot. Good evening, Tony. How are you, bud? Are we all well? Big weekend coming up, buddy. Big weekend coming up. Right, just the last bit of news as well. Let's come here. It's all about Christian Romero, and this came out of Argentinian media today. Romero is now out with his knee brace. Made the decision to remain in England with the squad. As the fight relegation rather than travel back to Argentina, which has meant the Argentina FA have sent out a member of staff to London to aid in his recovery ahead of his Summer World Cup, in which he will be once again a crucial player for Lionel Solanke. Romero's plan was to travel to Argentina to the Lionel Messi training center in Ezeiza to complete his rehab, but his desire to be around his Tottenham teammates during their relegation fight meant that the Argentinian medical team instead sent one of their men, Luis Garcia, to the English capital to complete the World Cup winners rehab process. So that's happening as well. Kulu as well was dropped from the Sweden World Cup. He wasn't picked. So this is from Graham Potter. I think the aim for him would be to start next season with Tottenham, hit the ground running, and get back on the pitch and do the thing he loves. I think we have to be careful about that. And ultimately, that is the priority for him. Kulu is said to have learned his World Cup fate on Monday, exactly 1 year on from his injury against Crystal Palace. I was at that game. Oh, it was shocking. It felt really bad for him. After the longest, toughest 12 months of my life, the reception you Spurs fans give me, yes, they made all the sacrifice in the dark days from James Madison. Also put up an Instagram about his return. He said, after the longest 12 months of my life, the reception you Spurs fans give me, yes, they made all the sacrifice on dark days. Absolutely worth it. Thank you so much. Back where I belong. Thank you to everyone for the support, especially my family, friends for helping me through this journey. Wouldn't been able to do it without you. So that was from James Madison. And then the last bit why Tony's here, might as well talk about it. These are the games left for Tottenham and West Ham. Tottenham, of course, are away to Chelsea, and we're home to Everton, and West Ham are away to Newcastle and home to Leeds. So there we are in the league. That's how it stands for this weekend. Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham still have its fate in its own hand, leading West Ham by 2 points with 2 games to spare. A pair of wins will confirm its safety, while a win and a draw would likely be enough as well, given its superior goal difference. Any defeats, however, and it leaves itself reliant on West Ham results to be sure of safety. And then for West Ham, 2 wins would keep West Ham up if Spurs lose at least once, while a single win would be significant as Spurs was to lose twice. So it's all up for grabs. It rarely is. Big up to Niall as well. If we do sell, unfortunately, it'll be the highest bidder, and I'm guessing he won't care who it is, and what the intentions are for the future, as long as it's not a Todd Bowley type. Exactly, Niall. We don't want a Todd Bowley type in the house. Big up to Tony coming in. Big up, Daz. I tell you, you haven't got a cat anymore. That's still popping around. Big up to Paige as well. That is funny though. That is funny, Iceman. I like that. I do like that, brother. I do like that. Big up to Tony. Yeah, a Mose. I like that. I like that. Very funny. A Mose big weekend. It's going to be a massive weekend. Let me know if you're around on Sunday if you want to pop on, Tony. Before you go, let me know. Paige is welcome, everyone. But guys, that is it. That is the end of the show. Thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate all the support. I want to thank a few people as well for doing this. I want to thank Jet for the super chat. Thank you very much. And also gifting 3 memberships as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really, really do support and the support and the kindness you've shown me. Everyone on JSY Talks Football, and I am going to do a redirect. They're on in an hour. So, guys, I know most of you watch me and watch Jess as well. But if you haven't never watched Jess, do get on there. I am going to be on there myself. I'm covering, I think, the Grimsby game. So I need to go and cook Mrs. John's dinner and get ready for that tonight at 7. But, guys, thank you all for watching. Really do appreciate it. We're back. When am I back? Tomorrow is Saturday. Sunday. We're back Sunday at 8 o'clock with a transfer special. We're going to go more in depth in the news I've been given on players in and out, more as well on the players that we were linked in my last update. So I'm going to try to put everything into the one update. Then, of course, Monday it is the big pre-match build-up as well as we played for Chelsea. The predicted lineup also will be out on Tuesday as well, guys, on match day. So I'm going to do that during the day on Tuesday. And then, of course, you watch along after the whistle on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, you've got play ratings. And then we've got post-match debrief as well. So, guys, a lot coming up on our way to the final. We're on the final leg of it now, the final furlong of this long Premier League season. It's down to 2 teams, Tottenham, West Ham. Who's going to survive? Who's going to stay up? Who's going to go down? You know what? You can follow it all here on THFC Till We Die as we bring in the latest watch-alongs, news and views from Tottenham Hotspur. Come on, you Spurs in the Derby. We always will trust. Come on.